Hello，大家好，我是高文德英文名字Wen Kao，台湾长大的。我英文比较好一点，所以我用英文解释。OK，对我讲比较简单。Okay, guys, we got 10 minutes together, so let's dive into it. Today, we're going to talk just really briefly about financial management. One of the questions I get a lot is, what should we invest in? I'm thinking about building my wealth. Okay, what should I do? Should I invest in the stock market? Should I invest in real estate, run a business? What do you think? My answer is always this. It depends. And I think that, this is a very important analogy that you have to understand. Think about the cell phone you have today, okay? It runs a lot of different applications. So when you think about it, what kind of application does it run? Okay, it has text messaging, email, social media, GPS, and obviously you can make phone calls. But imagine your phone today, but running the operating system from, let's say, 10 years ago. Question is this: how many of your applications on the phone will run? The answer is none. Okay, in terms of financial management, the same thing. When we talk about things like investing in stock market or real estate, or let's say franchise, whatever have you, these are all different applications or apps. Okay, but it doesn't matter. It won't work too well if you don't know the operating system in terms of money management. So today we're going to talk really briefly about the big concept, overall concept regarding the operating system money management, so that application makes sense to you. Otherwise, this is what happens. You hear something about, hey, I hear my friend tell me that real estate investing is good, so let me go invest in real estate. Or I hear something about cryptocurrency is good, so let me do that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't work out well. And again, the challenge is because most people don't know the operating system. So with that, let's dive into it. The first concept in financial management is called the concept of X-curve. Okay. What the concept really says is this: here we have our age. Okay, on the x-axis, younger on the left side, older on the right side. Okay, younger, I'm gonna say arbitrarily, 20, 40s. Mid-age, maybe 50. Older, 60 to 100 plus. Okay, people can live a long time now. Every single family, we all have two curves in our lifetime. The first curve is our wealth curve, in terms of how we build wealth. Okay, what that says is this: when we first just got out of school, we don't make a lot of money yet, nor do we have a lot of money saved, invested. But over time, as we get promoted, let's say in corporate America, we save, invest more. Our wealth should increase. Okay, so the question now becomes, what are the different ways to build wealth? Okay, the first one obviously would be investing in real estate. That's one way. Another way could be investing in the stock market. Some people maybe say, gold and silver. Okay, maybe cryptocurrency. Okay, my handwriting sucks, but bear with me. Maybe perhaps running a business. But the thing is this, okay, we all know a lot of people that invest in real estate, in stock market, run businesses, but not all of them. In fact, the vast majority of them do not succeed. Why is that? Okay, if it's all about just investing in something, then everybody should do well. But we know that's not the case. The answer is the mindset. The 95% know-how, right? How to think versus the 5% how to do. Okay, so one of the difference again that I mentioned is because most people don't understand the operating system. Okay, money management, which is what we're sharing with you. So back to the X curve. Okay, so if you think about the life, okay, our life, most of us we also have a second curve. This is our financial responsibility curve. Responsibility. Okay, think about a typical American family. Okay, typically, let's say a young couple. You usually have husband and wife both working, okay, United States. So the question is, how come we need two incomes? The answer is actually really simple: because the cost of living is really expensive nowadays. So typically in America, one income is not enough. And that's why we generally need to do income family. What are the typical expenses that we have as a young family? Well, you got the living expenses like either mortgage, housing, just day-to-day bills. Okay. If you have kids, they're really expensive. Why? College education. And the big one that most people forget is taxes. So if you look at X-curve, okay, what it says is that on the left side, we actually, starting on life, we have more financial responsibility than we have income and assets to cover that. So there's a shortfall. So now the objective is on the left side of the X-curve. It's all about protecting our income. Okay, so this is where the insurance instruments come in. Things like health insurance. If one person gets sick, okay, they're okay. A lot of people don't know this. The one of the biggest reasons of bankruptcy in the United States is medical bills, oftentimes insurance. Okay, how about if the income earner gets hurt, cannot work, disability insurance. Okay, if you own a home, things like fire, homeowners insurance, car insurance. Okay, and then in California, this is a state that I live in, there are more attorneys per capita than any other state. guess how a lot of attorneys make money? Lawsuits. Okay, so you definitely want to take care of your asset protection. And then one of the biggest one also on the left side is life insurance. Why? The biggest risk, if you look at X curve on the left side, is die too soon. Okay, what if something happens to one of the income earners that they don't come home? What will happen? Not good. But statistically, what happens is most people don't die too soon. Okay, most people actually, they have a complete opposite issue, which is live too long. So now let's assume that they build their wealth, okay, and they did a good job paying down their liabilities. So let's say eventually at some point the mortgage gets paid off. What they want to do is they want to save and invest a bucket of money, nest egg, for retirement. Okay, now the objective on the right side is to protect wealth. Okay, and what's interesting is this is actually the order in which the wealthy people manage an investment. Okay, the first thing that they look at, okay, there are a few things that can drain that wealth. And the first thing that the wealthy people look at in this country is, number one, how to reduce taxes. Okay, we all know likely the future tax rate will be much, much higher today. So the first thing that a lot of wealthy families in this country, what they do is they're looking for tax shelter. Okay, and beyond that, the second thing they look at is how to reduce the risk when they invest. Okay, we all know stock market and real estate market go up and down. Okay, they're trying to figure out, okay, how do we not lose half our asset, every 5 to 10 years kind of thing. And the third thing is this: yes, technically you can put your money in a savings account in the bank, and there's no market risk. Okay, however, there's thing called inflation, meaning that things are costing more over time, which means that your purchase power of money goes down over time as well. So you actually have to get decent rate of return, okay, to outpace inflation. Okay, so this is the way that the wealthy manage investment: tax strategy, risk management, and then get decent return. But most of us actually will do the complete opposite. We look at what return do I get first, then we might think about risk management. Eventually, we may think about taxes. So the first concept in terms of financial management is this: everything, or actually in other words, the first thing about the operating system, for financial management, is that it is all about solving one or more of these issues, okay, on the X curve. All right, so that's the first really brief concept. Now, the second thing is, some people ask, I hear all these things about 401k, 403b, IRA, SEP-IRA. These are all different things I can invest. What are all this stuff? Okay. Remember what I said, the first thing that the wealthy look at is taxes. Okay. So in the United States, there are only 3 places you can put your investment from tax point of view: tax structure, taxable, tax deferred, tax free. In the taxable category, these are things like your savings account, okay, your brokerage account. What that means is that you got to pay taxes on a gain every single year. Tax deferred are things like your qualified retirement plan, your 401k, your 403b, IRA, pensions, SEP-IRA, all these things. Okay, alphabet soup. In this category, you're delaying paying taxes now, but you're deferring paying the tax later on in the future when you take the money out. Okay, upon distribution, at that point it's taxed. The third thing is tax free or tax exempt. What that says is that you pay tax today, but in the future you avoid taxes. Okay, if you understand just 2 things, okay, tax structure and how money is managed, that will tell you everything that you need to know in terms of financial management. Okay, all the alphabet soup here, all that means is this: what is my tax structure? Is it taxable? Is it tax deferred? Is it tax free? And within each one of the structures, how is my investment? How is my money invested? Right, in different things. Those 2 things basically dictate all the different financial products in the United States. Okay? So that's a simple overview. So hopefully that helps you and gives me an idea. But the point I think I want to leave you with is this: you have to get yourself educated in terms of the basic financial management knowledge. Is hopefully this is a good start, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. Okay, and we made it right about 10 minutes. Okay, and have fun. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk soon.